Sergeant Pepper's. We hope you will enjoy the show. Yeah!
Hi guys. Welcome back to History in the Mix. And today, we're going to be taking a look at ABC's The Last Days of Michael Jackson documentary.
Well, this is going to hurt like a mother.
I watched it last night. And it's terrible. So let's just jump right into it. When I heard about this documentary, I thought it could be okay. Because ABC, they aired the Bad 25 documentary when it came out on Thanksgiving Day a few years back. And I remember watching that. And it was so good. And I know it wasn't made for ABC, but they aired it and I associated that with them. And I just thought that this one would be similar to that. But as somebody pointed out on Twitter, they also aired the Martin Bashir documentary that was terrible. And it just... I had hope. I honestly had hope because ABC, a reliable news source. I thought, they'd go on there and do stuff, but they didn't. So while I was watching this, I took a few notes. Let me just look at them. I'm going to try to make this as unedited as possible. Okay, first thing I wrote down is there will be a lawsuit because a few days before this came out, the Michael Jackson estate disowned the documentary. Well, not disowned, but spoke out against it, saying that it was stupid and it was just a way to cash grab off Michael. And I saw the estate speaking out against this and I thought, okay, it's normal. I expected that. I didn't even expect this to have any music. But ABC went ahead and played short films, music, live shows. Let me just write what footage. They used off-the-wall video footage, Live in Bucharest, which is very copyrighted. It was released on DVD. Tabloid Junkie, the Thriller video, various album covers. There will be a lawsuit out of all the music, I hope. Balls for ABC, because ABC is owned by Disney. And Disney's legal team is like the Jesus of legal teams, so we'll see how that plays out. Hopefully the Michael Jackson estate gets their butts handed to them, but we don't know. Because it's also in fair use, because it is for education. So we don't know how that'll go. Hopefully it goes terrible for them. Okay, another thing, the HD video footage was unreal. I sound like a spoiled white kid every time, but I have a 4K TV with a 4K upscaler to my DirecTV box. So I got to see the HDest of footage. And it's HD. I mean, it's not crystal clear 1080p 4K, but it's a good 720p, and that's better than anything Vivo or the Michael Jackson estate has given us. So I don't know how they work that out, because the only people that can remaster the footage is the Michael Jackson estate. So I find that a little weird. And then what else do I have? The Sweet Triumph Tour footage. Not true. Was it Triumph? No, Destiny. It was Destiny Tour that they kept on playing. That footage looks great. There was some unreleased audio. I think it was Don't Stop Till You Get Enough that they played somewhere live in the Destiny Tour. So that stuff is not copyrighted because the people that own the footage own that, not the Michael Jackson estate. So that's why they could play that. Everything was overall remastered very good. There's that thing that I've watched a few times, the Michael interview where he's in the red shirt, that was remastered to HD and it looked great. The Barbara Walters footage was remastered very good, I thought. There was some green little specks that they didn't edit out very good, but other than that, I thought that looked really good. One thing that did bug me though was there was this interviewing guy, which I wish I could remember his name. I wish I would have written it down. But he said something to the tune of, quote, when just days before he was seemingly in perfect health, end quote, talking about This Is It. And that is just like a blatant lie. Michael, before This Is It, was getting beaten by the people at AEG. And just to say that he was in picture perfect health is such a lie and such a Sony AEG thing to say. So I can't trust these people. I feel like they were paid to say that Michael was in good health because he obviously wasn't. That's just, it's not debatable. He was in terrible health at this point, and I don't know why they would say that. One thing I did notice was in the beginning and in the trailers, they're using Michael speaking the lyrics to Gone Too Soon. And then later they chopped his quote. He finished Gone Too Soon, and to make it sound more dramatic, they used him speaking, "What more can I give?" But he's talking about the song "What More Can I Give?" So they're trying to make Michael seem more dramatic and using that quote out of context, and that is something that really bugged me. One positive thing I will say about the documentary is that it looked really good. There was some cool photo animation that I really liked. Like, it'd be a still photo of Michael lifting up his arms at the Super Bowl, but like they'd animate it to where it looked like it was moving. I really liked that. I thought that was a really nice touch. It looked good. The documentary all around looked good. It's what they said that didn't look good. There was new footage of James Brown and Michael.
I love you, man. I'm glad you look good. Thanks for everything. Well, thanks for nothing. You're doing it.
Michael just talking to James Brown. I thought that was awesome. Love James Brown. And then one more thing, and then I'll stop looking at my phone. There was a remark that somebody said that said Michael was addicted to fame, and I feel like that couldn't be farther from the truth. I don't think that at all about Michael. I think if anything, he wanted to get away from the fame. I feel like that just goes to show how uneducated these people were. God. But a lot of people are saying that this documentary was terrible, and I don't think so. I don't think it was terrible, but I don't think it was good. But I wouldn't give it a 0. The beginning part where they're talking about Jackson 5 to bad is really good. I enjoyed that. Like, I was looking on Twitter and everybody was like, "Oh, this is so bad," but I was watching it and I was like, "Oh, this isn't too bad." And then they start talking about the allegations, and they called Michael weird, and I feel like that's a very unprofessional thing to do, especially in a documentary of this stature, to call somebody weird, to retort to name calling. I didn't think that was necessary. Just call it something else. I feel like weird is like a put down that was not necessary. At the very end, though, they interview paparazzi that photographed Michael Jackson in an ambulance when he was dying. And I feel like that just goes to show, that's what really sealed the deal on how much I hated this, was when they would call in paparazzi that invaded Michael's dying and took pictures and sold them. And they even said that they sold the picture for 6 figures. And they don't even show any remorse. So why would you put those people in a documentary and just get them more fame? I do not understand that. I thought this documentary was gonna go in and do what The Searcher, the new Elvis documentary, did for Elvis. Paint him in a better light. You know, they wouldn't talk too much about the drugs. They talk more about the music. But I just need, and we all need to realize, is that that's never going to happen. I mean, they'll look at Elvis and they'll ignore fat Elvis and the bad health he was in. But God, if you want to talk about Michael Jackson without talking about child molestation, propofol, or plastic surgery, never. Never gonna happen. The closest thing we got to that was friggin' American Dream, but Michael was behind that, so they weren't gonna get into any of that. I'm okay with some of it, and I'm okay with them talking about the allegations and plastic surgery if it's done correctly, without any put downs, without anybody calling it weird, without anybody making fun of him necessarily. I feel like it was very well put together, and I love how it was shot, and I love some of the details and the footage. The footage was great. The footage they picked, it looked nice, and I'll continue to watch it because I recorded it and I have it in HD, but I'll just watch it for the footage. What did you guys think about the documentary? I think only America got the documentary so far. Everybody's like, "Oh, I wish I could have seen it." I wish I couldn't have seen it. It wasn't bad. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 3, just for like the good footage and the good remastering and the good designs. I didn't overall hate it. I thought it was bad. That's going to be it for today. Kind of just like a bonus episode since I already uploaded earlier this week. I'm going to go film something that's going to be really cool that you guys are going to hear about soon. I'm pretty excited. It's going to be really cool. And I can't say much else. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe for more. And remember, make that change. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Mixing History. And I just overdid them. So make that change. This is a Michael Jackson channel, and I'm wearing an Elvis shirt with an Elvis buddy right there. God, this is why people don't trust me as a reliable news source. That's exactly it.
Hello, this is Michael Jackson. Thank you so much for being here. More to come. Keep checking in.